God says, "This woman is stunned by what you did to her son. So, she is visiting your house." The doorbell rings, and you open it to find her standing there, eyes filled with a mix of anger and desperation. You invite her in, unsure of what to expect, but knowing that whatever it is, it won't be easy to deal with. As she enters, you can feel the tension in the air, thick and suffocating. She takes a seat in your living room, and you offer her a drink, trying to break the ice. She declines, her gaze fixed on you, piercing and accusatory. You brace yourself for what's to come, knowing that you'll have to face the consequences of your actions. You see, her son was once your best friend. You grew up together, sharing everything from toys to dreams. But somewhere along the way, things changed. You drifted apart, following different paths in life. He went on to achieve great success, while you struggled to find your place in the world. Then one day, out of the blue, you received a call. It was him, reaching out after years of silence. He wanted to reconnect, to reminisce about the good old days. You were overjoyed, eager to rebuild the bond that had once been so strong. But as you spent more time together, you realized that something was off. He wasn't the same person you remembered. He had become arrogant and entitled, flaunting his wealth and status at every opportunity. And worst of all, he treated you like you were beneath him, belittling your achievements and mocking your ambitions. You tried to brush it off, telling yourself that he was just going through a rough patch. But deep down, you knew that there was something darker lurking beneath the surface. And then, one fateful night, it all came crashing down. You were at a party, celebrating his latest success. The drinks were flowing, the music was blaring, and everyone was having a good time. But then, in a drunken stupor, he made a cruel joke at your expense, humiliating you in front of all your friends. You tried to laugh it off, but the damage had been done. The words cut deep, reopening old wounds and shattering whatever remained of your friendship. And as you stumbled home that night, consumed by anger and shame, you vowed to never let him hurt you again. But vengeance is a dangerous game, one that often leads to unintended consequences. And now, as you face his mother in your own home, you realize just how far you've fallen. You never meant for things to escalate like this, for her to be caught in the crossfire of your petty feud. She begins to speak, her voice trembling with emotion. She tells you about her son, about the struggles he's faced and the demons he's battled. She tells you about the hopes and dreams she had for him, and how they've been shattered by his self-destructive behavior. And then she drops the bombshell, the revelation that shatters your world into a million pieces. Her son is dying, the victim of a rare and aggressive form of cancer. He doesn't have much time left, and all she wants is to make peace before it's too late. You're stunned into silence, unable to comprehend the magnitude of her words. All this time, you've been consumed by petty grievances and petty rivalries, blind to the bigger picture unfolding right before your eyes. And now, as you stare into the face of a grieving mother, you realize just how insignificant it all really is. You reach out to her, offering whatever comfort and support you can muster. You apologize for your role in her son's suffering, for the pain and heartache you've caused. And as tears stream down both your faces, you vow to make amends, to mend the broken bonds that once held you together. In the days that follow, you visit her son in the hospital, bearing gifts and well wishes. You sit by his bedside, reminiscing about the good times and sharing stories of your shared past. And as he weakly smiles up at you, you can't help but feel a sense of peace wash over you. For in the end, it's not wealth or status that defines us, but the connections we forge and the love we share. And though you may never be able to erase the mistakes of your past, you can still choose to learn from them and strive to be a better person moving forward. So, as you bid farewell to the woman who once scorned you, you do so with a newfound sense of gratitude and humility. For in her eyes, you see the reflection of your own humanity, flawed and imperfect, yet capable of redemption and grace. And as you close the door behind her, you can't help but smile, knowing that though the road ahead may be long and difficult, you no longer walk it alone. For you are bound by something far stronger than petty grievances and petty rivalries. It's often said that forgiveness is divine, and in this moment, you understand why. The weight that lifts off your shoulders is immense as you realize the power of letting go of grudges and embracing compassion. In the weeks that follow, you find yourself reflecting on the events that led you to this point. You think about the choices you've made and the impact they've had on those around you. And with each passing day, you become more determined to live a life guided by empathy and understanding. You reach out to old friends and estranged family members, seeking to mend broken relationships and bridge the gaps that have formed over time. You apologize for past wrongs and make amends where you can, knowing that healing begins with humility and honesty. But perhaps the most profound change comes from within. You find yourself letting go of the anger and resentment that once consumed you, replacing them with a sense of inner peace and acceptance. You learn to forgive yourself for past mistakes and embrace the journey of self-discovery with open arms. As you navigate this newfound path, you encounter obstacles and challenges along the way. There are moments of doubt and uncertainty, times when you falter and lose your way. But with each setback, you find the strength to persevere, drawing inspiration from the love and support that surrounds you. And slowly but surely, you begin to see the fruits of your labor. Relationships are restored, wounds are healed, and new connections are forged. You discover a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcends material wealth and superficial success. As the months turn into years, you look back on the encounter with the woman at your door as a turning point in your life. It was a wake-up call, a reminder of the fragility of human existence and the importance of living with intention and integrity. You continue to visit her son in the hospital, even after he's discharged and begins his journey towards recovery. Your bond grows stronger with each passing day, forged in the fires of adversity and tempered by compassion and understanding. And though you may never forget the pain and heartache of the past, you choose to focus on the lessons learned and the opportunities for growth that lie ahead.